Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith, the Smiths in the Black Strat Time Report on a Friday, and we knew yesterday really got sleepy as an inside day for the SPY, and then we come in today, we were lucky it opened nice and flat, and you got that break here, that two down, inside, back up. Now, what that does though is if you go to the weekly, putting us right back in the middle here. How are we going to get outside of this inside week next week? That's what we really want to know. But we did get a discernible, nice break on the inside day and a whole bunch of things breaking on the inside day to the upside. If we go to QQQ, you'll also see the inside day and then break into the upside handily inside week. How are we going to get outside of that next week? That's really what the question's going to be. And you can see some nice stuff in here. Let's go back to 60 here. Outside 60, 3-2 hammer, and boom. And you get that SPY also in the 60 here. Just kind of coming up here. So we'll see how much more we got in the tank. We're going to be minding all these new 60s like we always do here to see if these daily breaks continue to the upside. So what we saw in the morning here, them semiconductors waking up again. MU, inside day, 212, right? And we know we've been watching this because of the monthly. Here, the inside month, the poke down, the boom, back through, and you can see trying to come out. Always look for those lower lows, bottom of the try, and then boom, broadening formation coming up in here. And MU's been a lot higher. That's why I've been watching this, because SMH gave us the inside day to the upside. Not total gangbusters, but just enough to get a bunch of these guys going. If we go to AMD, and AMD just poking up a little bit. Got a nice little push there. Having a nice month and a nice week, so we'll see if there's anything more comes of that. You can see here, get rid of them here on the hammer, and then boom, back up she goes. If we go to LRCX, and LRCX, once again, inside day to the upside, and we've been watching this because of this, all right, that two down, hammer month back up, and here's your broadening formation. Look where it's going. So the question is going to be strong enough to come up through this stuff. We got some plenty of month left here if we're going to keep blasting that thing up. If we go to Facebook, and Facebook, we know we've been watching this broadening formation. So here on Monday, you had the two up, then two down reversal, the two down, the two down. So you can stay short from here. Then you have the inside day, then reverse and get long. Boom, there you go, a little country and western for you. Still seeing if it can retake this is really what we'd want to know about for a bigger move to the upside, and that's that 340.502. You got some distance on that. Still handling an inside week, and that's why when you have those inside bars, you can expect things to go back and forth like it did. So a nice little morning there for Facebook. If we go to, and let's go, Etsy. And Etsy 212 on the daily. You can see all stuck in this mother bar here, right? All of these guys are stuck in here, which gives you the inside week. So you just want to be careful on something like that. But it did have a nice little day trying to come up and take all this kind of stuff out. If we go to Netflix, and Netflix, nice little morning here. There's that outside 30 right there. How's 15 are looking on the Netflix? Netflix a little quick, and you can see this down into here. Slight poke down on the 322 15er to get her going. So probably going to run out of time to be an outside week, but we can see if that can be compound. Still just kind of hanging out on the month, but we're taking all these nice little breaks while we get them. If we go to Home Builders XHB, just a little inside day and up, and that's nice to get enough of them going. How's Toll Brothers? Up a little bit. KBH. But you always like when you can have a group all doing the same thing, inside day and up for all those home builders. If we go to Shop, and Shop here on the month, take out the lows, two down, boom, these 2 months become an outside month of that, and we'll see if we can be strong enough to take this out. And once again, triangle the out, down through previous range, two down, inside the 212 reversal day, back up, and a nice morning for Shoppy. We'll see if that sets up again. If we go to SWK, SWK. And SWK comes in off the 15er, but was having a nice little morning here. And once again, always looking to see on the monthly, pokes down, 2 down, 2-2 reversal back up on the month, and it's been higher. So we can keep an eye on this going forward. Right now, coming in a little bit. How's that? 30. All right. We call that triangle out, and we'll see how much they want to bring that in. Broader average is kind of stalling out here just a little bit on that new hour. If we go to Doordash, and Doordash having a nice day, and once again, inside month, pokes down, then boom, rips right back through. Outside, that's a 1-bar rev strat 1-3. All right, having a nice little day after. You can see the broadening formation on the daily. Triangle the out, lower lows, and there's your higher highs, and then now trying to expand all-time highs up into here, 256.09. If we can get off of that right now, stalling out like a lot of things with the market. If we go to excuse me, ODFL. ODFL, inside day. To the upside, got some nice truckers going. Had quick push here, and if we go to JB Hunt coming up here a little bit, so some of these truckers we'll see. If we go to Rblx, and see this here, inside day by its penny, 2-1-2 to the upside. Rblx should have a nice month here, and certainly a nice week. And here you had your nice inside 30 to get in on that. If we go to KRUS, and once again on the monthly, here we go, inside month, pokes down, boom, rev strat monther. You can see on the week last week. Here's my support level. Is it? They're gone. Stop them out. 2-2 week back to the upside. Now continuing, have a real nice day here. We'll see if that sets up again for us as well. If we go to DOCN, and DOCN, and just some exhaustion risk by going into the highs, but having a nice little morning. There's your inside 30 and just starting to walk up here. So we'll see if that sets up again and keeps going. If we go to SPB, and SPB, what do we look for here? There we go. The daily, the outside day, taking out both sides. The 2 down, the 3-2-2, bam, off she goes. A little quick here out of the gate, so we'll see if anything more comes of that. Get some inside 60, slightly pokes up, but they certainly came firing for this thing right out the chute, you can see. So we'll see if anything more comes later in the afternoon. If we go to General Motors, and Motors having a nice little day here too, but not Tesla. So we'll see if we can go take out these highs. Having a nice day, just once again a little fast, but you had that opening 60. What you look for, the inside 60, the poke down, and then boom, when this thing goes green, we're going 1 bar. 1-3, outside bar, and then this selling to start the day is still being rejected so long as those 60s keep marching up. If we go to HYFM, HYFM, once again, the outside month took out both sides, 3-2-2 on the month. So this thing's been a lot higher. So this thing's still good here on the month so long as it's over 39.68. And this is a whopper up in here, 56.31. So we'll see what more comes of that. You also had your outside week, inside week, 3-1-2. Excuse me, to come up, and you can see all this lower lows, and here's your higher highs. So that would be a nice move. Excuse me. If we go to letter U, more exhaustion risk, but 3-2 on the week. Here's that Momo hammer. Anytime you get kind of 3 hammer up here, taking out some highs, anybody got short in here, just jammed, right? So nice little move here. And then once you go outside the 60, how's that 15er looking? Oof, there you go. The 3 outside 15, and then to start the day, the 2 down, 3-2-2, boom, off she goes. On the downside, we got a little bit of Teslers. And Tesla, we're watching this. We'll see if this took the 60 down. We'll see if that's coming back up now. Tesla slightly would be RevStrat back to the upside. But the reason we're keeping an eye on this is, for one, it's red on the month. For two, the weekly is 2 up, 2 down. And then yesterday was a 2 up but red, so it wasn't going to take too much to be a 2-2 reversal back down. 2 up by taking out the highs, 2 down. And if that works, the hopes is we go take out yesterday's lows. Right now, it's just kind of sitting there. We'll see. If we go to pandemic RCL still having all sorts of problems, and look at this, going to give us the outside week, and that's not good. As you can see this coming back through previous range, just dripping death here. And so we'll see how that goes with CCL. CCL also having problems, looking to go still inside week, but you got a big range in there. We'll see if that takes that out. If we go to EXPE, how you doing, buddy? EXPE just taking out yesterday's lows. And so what that sets up, though, here's the problem. Outside week by taking out both sides, and then a 2 up and red coming back in, setting up the 3-2-2 week for next week. So we'll see how that closes out. Also, pandemic airlines having some issues here. United getting hit and coming back in closer to a 2 up by taking out the highs on the week, 2 down to come into next week. And you just go down the line there. American Airlines having some issues. How's Delta doing? So you can see all them airlines and the pandemics getting sold. If you go to JAMF, ooh, smoked. So these guys having a rough 3 days here. And you can see this. We always like coming back through previous range because we know we're going to stop people out against all that kind of stuff. Let's see if we got anything good on here in the 15er maybe. A little choppy, but grinding our way down. If we go to SAVA, SAVA, and inside day to the downside. So even with everything else trying to go up, this thing's trying to thwart it by going the other way. If we go to SYNH, SYNH having a rough day here. Look at that slight poke up, and then boom, as soon as this thing turns red, we're going to look for an outside day, which you got, and comes back to the week. So even if it runs out a week, you might have that compound 3 where you have a 2 up, just would have been an outside week, you just run out of time. So certainly we keep an eye on this thing. As you can see, it's just kind of drifting lower at this point. There's your inside 30, and inside 30 right now to see if they can keep whacking this thing. If you go to Bumble, and Bumble had the gap down yesterday and still puking. And you can see this. It's been going sideways for months and months and months, and now taking out all these lows right now. So walking down is the Bumble, having some issues down into there. We'll see. But the real story here is going to be that we do have most inside days breaking to the upside, like SPY right now. The question is, next week, for the bigger moves, how we're going to break the inside weeks, and that's what we'll be looking at over the weekend, how many inside weeks we still have, and then when you come into the new week, how many of those break to the upside, how many of those break to the downside, much like we're doing it on the daily charts today. Next week we'll be looking at those weekly charts because there are a lot of inside weeks. So I hope everybody had a great week and has an even better weekend. I'm Rob Smith, Mr. Black. Strat time for it.